Hey Capricorn, welcome to Talk Tarot. This is your love reading for June the 9th to July the 5th with Venus in Cancer. The chakra cards are from the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. The reading cards are from the wonderful Vice Versa Tarot deck. And let's get stuck right in. Looking first of all at your base chakra, we have the Queen of Rods, Ace of Swords and Three of Cups. The base chakra is our seat of survival. It's our flow of life. Feeling a block there can be what diminishes our enjoyment, our pleasure and our expression of life. What you have there blocking you is the Queen of Rods. Now this suggests a fire sign. It does suggest a fire sign female, but it could also be the fire sign feminine energy and an inability to receive passion. It could be, for those of you interested in women, that a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius or Aries, have recently turned their back on you. And that's making you feel a bit disengaged from life. The way to go over this obstacle is using that Ace of Swords to cut yourself free from this attachment to this fire sign female. Now, just because it's a female in the card, it could equally be a fire sign man who was very receptive to you at one point, but is no longer, and you need to free yourself from that energy, because the energy that Venus in Cancer is trying to bring in to your base chakra is the Three of Cups, which is a beautiful energy about pulling in your emotions, about creation. It's a very, very much a card of imagination and visualization. Of starting to imagine yourself with someone new. Of starting to imagine yourself in a new relationship. If you look, one of those cups is before her, one is behind her. Again, with that suggestion of having to move on and call in this new cup that she's holding up as a prize. Leave the past behind and visualise something new. In your sacral chakra, which is the house of sexual desire or the seat of sexual desire, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Rods. So we do have a lot of sexual energy with that Eight of Rods trying to get in with the Venus in Cancer energy. However, the Knight of Swords would make me think that you're lacking self-expression, you're lacking activity or enthusiasm for sex, basically, that you're not really that interested in it at the moment. There's a need there for you to get in touch with the feminine, earthy aspect. Whilst this could be that there's someone out there who's interested in a sexual relationship with an earth sign female, that would be Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. I do feel this is more about receiving earthly pleasure. There's a need to stop blocking yourself from receiving the earthly pleasures, to express yourself in a more earthly manner, to engage your body in what you're doing. With the Eight of Rods, they're often known as Cupid's arrows. You can see there's a lot of new energy coming in. Whenever you're directing these arrows, if it's towards this air sign, it's starting to come in, it's starting to cause a bit of interest in you. There's quite a few indicators that there is a new love able to come towards you. The solar plexus chakra is the seat of desire. It's the seat, some people say it's the seat of the soul. It depends which religion or which dogma you follow. However, it is really the seat of desires, in my opinion. And what we have here is you've got a desire you've been carrying for a long time with the Ten of Rods, and you've been making slow and steady progress, but it is a burden. You're nearly there with that desire, but the advice is to have a look and review with that Seven of Pentacles. Review, is what that burden you're carrying, this desire you're working towards, is it still what you want? Is this something you wanted for a long time, that you're just that used to wanting it, that you haven't evaluated if it still fits you and your life? Because there does seem to be an internal conflict coming. I feel that with the Five of Rods reversed on that very arid landscape, and the Eight of Rods that's coming in with the sacral chakra energy, that what you want is no longer something that would nourish you. I always think a Spartan landscape, such as we're seeing in the Seven of Pentacles there, and the Five of Rods, indicates a lack of nourishment, something that won't nourish you any longer. It's sustenance without nourishment. And that Eight of Rods is all these new seeds being planted, all this lush green energy. Green being the colour of the heart chakra. I'm very drawn to the amount of green in that card, the amount of promise. So it's definitely a time to review whether what you've been carrying as a burden, if it's a desire that was a burden, that is a burden, is it still fitting for you? This could equally be a burdensome relationship with a fire sign or someone of a fiery nature, and it's a long-term relationship, and you're currently at a position where you have to review how to go forward with this relationship. Again, that sustenance without nourishment is still there. It's that internal conflict. It could be that the length of time that you've been with them, how much work you've put in, especially with the Seven of Pentacles card, is making you reticent to move away or move on from that. Again, the rods, we did have the Queen of Rods in that base chakra. This blockage of this feminine fire energy has become very burdensome for you. Moving up to your heart chakra now, we've got the Six of Rods in reverse. We have the High Priestess, and Spirit chucked out an extra one for the energies that are trying to come in to your heart chakra. We've got the Five of Pentacles on the material side in reverse, and the Ten of Cups, which is a beautiful, beautiful, blissful, romantic energy. It's that new energy that's trying to get through, I do feel. The Six of Rods is normally a card that would be associated with making progress. It's a card that's associated with victory. A recent defeat, and although I don't see the Ten of Swords here, we do have a conflict. A recent defeat, I have a feeling of giving up. Has your heart given up? Is there a need to reconnect to your inner spirit with that beautiful deep pool of water? Is there a need to dive back into the emotional world for you? I do get the feeling that this Ten of Rods energy, Queen of Rods, Ten of Rods, Six of Rods reversed, that's a very burdensome fire energy. That's something that's going nowhere. It's almost as if you're putting in a lot of effort to this relationship with the Ten of Wands to get this Queen of Rods or this receptive fire energy to notice you, and they're ignoring you. Perhaps they were receptive at one point, and now there is no recognition of how hard you work, because you've got the Seven of Pentacles here and the Ten of Rods indicating that you need to review how hard you're working in a relationship, and it could very well be towards this receptive fire energy, because you're not getting the recognition for it with the Six of Wands there. Time to evaluate what your true worth is in the relationship. What do you bring to the table? What do they bring to the table? Is it equitable? Is it making you happy? The cards would suggest otherwise. For some of you, this High Priestess indicates a need to dive deep, listen to your intuition. You have been feeling in comfortable despair. There is a chance that you're staying with someone due to the finances, due to a feeling of luxury or at least comfort, because this in this deck, this Five of Pentacles, this would be the side that shows a man in emotional despair but in actual comfort, like physical comfort. And then you've got this Ten of Cups energy wanting to come in. For single Capricorn, this is beautiful, family, blissful, loving, soulmate, promise of protection type energy. It's almost as if someone's offering you that protection, actually. Protection even. Those Ten of Cups each containing a pearl. Pearl of wisdom. This is a long-term thing that you can build. This is something beautiful. Once you move out of your comfortable despair. In your in your throat chakra, we have the Emperor with his back to us. Could well be that an Emperor, which would be Aries, Aries, has turned their back on you. So we now have both the female and masculine fire signs with their back to you. A distinct lack of passion, a distinct lack of engagement in life, I would say. The Emperor has a lot of responsibilities. And with that Ten of Rods there, it could be you're so overburdened with responsibilities, with people to care for. You do have a very strong sense of duty, Capricorn. It could be that your duties are getting on top of you, and that's why you're feeling this underappreciated way. And there's a need to free yourself from that with the Two of Swords in reverse. They're trying to bring you in a freer path. Because you do need a rest. You need to change the perspective on your worth, on what you are truly responsible for, as opposed to what you think you're responsible for. Could be for some of my Capricorn females that there's a relationship with an Aries coming to an end. Obviously it could be a same-sex relationship, but it's coming to an end. It's definitely an Aries male energy that we have here. It's something that you've had to change your perspective on. It's something you've had a change of heart about. This person hasn't turned out to be what they promised. They didn't deliver those 10 wands. And the 6 of Rods is not delivering that victory. It's not delivering that fulfillment that was promised. And it's time to free yourself from that situation. With the third eye chakra, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Chariot. Your focus on finances, comfort and stability and security, which is echoing your heart chakra with that Ace of Pentacles, that 5 of Pentacles in reverse in the heart chakra, then the Ace of Pentacles blocking your third eye, makes me think that you're not listening to your intuition, because you would rather have the money, you would rather have the comfort than listen to a painful truth. With the King of Swords in reverse, that's a lack of wisdom, a lack of logic, a lack of leadership of your own mental capacities, and you need to cut yourself free from that. Again, there is an element of you freeing yourself in this reading, because what we have coming in for you is the Cancer energy. It's making progress. It is reconciling of two opposites. It could equally be an offer from a Cancerian or water sign that offers healing, because I'm very drawn to the Caudicus in the cup that the Chariot is carrying. I get a feeling, although it's not in the cards particularly well, that there are Capricorns that feel that they are being used for money, for security, by a water sign female. Could equally be a very receptive water sign male. And it's this that's making you stop and review. Because the money seems to be pouring out, and that's when you get that 10 of Cups. Perhaps that's the only time you get gratitude or recognition, is when you're spending and buying and lavish dating, and it's not fulfilling your wee soul. As I said, there's new energy that's ready to come in, ready and waiting. There is someone who's been having an eye on you and having a fancy at you for quite a while, and again, it's a feminine energy. It is a receptive energy of the earth element, of your own element, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is someone that has been planning ahead for a while, trying to get their hooks into you. If you're a female and you're not interested in same-sex relationships, this could be an air sign that who is very open to a flirting or to a friendship. They were very receptive to that type of energy. Your crown chakra, we've got the Page of Rods reversed, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Again, another beautiful female energy, another abundant energy, especially next to the 10 of Pentacles. And that's what's looking to come in. This is about recognising your own worth. This refusal to recreate yourself as you truly are, as what you're truly turn that Emperor around, become the Emperor, know your worth, know what you're truly responsible for, fulfil the responsibilities, and don't let people leech off you either energetically or financially or romantically. Because what's waiting here, come in, you've got the 10 of Cups, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, we've got the Chariot for moving ahead, we have the Empress, we've got the 8 of Rods and the 3 of Cups. what you're wanting to manifest, that relationship you want to have, you've got loads of promising energy there to draw in, to come in for you. It's just you seem disconnected from your worth, possibly due to a third party situation or feeling used rather than a third party situation. All the fire that's in this chart has its back to you. I do feel the leaving or a relationship with a fire sign has ended already or is going to end. It's in the process of ending. You know that feeling when you know what's happening, it's just sort of getting down to the P's and Q's and cutting the ties. Because with the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords both in reverse, that suggests to me that you're not cutting the ties that you have to with this fire sign individual. And there's a beautiful water energy that's waiting to come in. 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Chariot. You've also got interest from an earth sign. There's better ahead of you than what you've had before, is what I'd say here, Capricorn. And all you need to do is wake up, realise your worth. Look out for people using you. Stop spending, see how long the love lasts. Alright, Capricorn, I really wish you the love that you deserve. I will be back on July the 5th to discuss the love energies coming in for the Cancer and the Venus in Leo season. I'll also be here around about June the 13th to do new moon manifestation readings. So if you are looking to manifest someone new, if you are looking to manifest changes in your relationship, check that reading out. Thank you very much for listening to Talk Tarot, and I'll catch you later. Bye.